we're back. This is Lilac Boots. Welcome back to the scroll. I'm here with Frank. Um, what's up, Frank?
Hey Boots. Hello everyone.
So today, well, this week rather, we're just gonna get into just generally just general news in the general sense. We do have a few quick announcements regarding like PC games, but this week is just gonna be news and a review, honestly.
Mm.
So just to get this started, first I would love to talk about the Battlefield 6 beta. I finally managed to get in, so there's that. um, from the I want to say maybe like hour or hour and a half that I was playing it, I did genuinely enjoy it. I did like the different modes. Um, I want to say it did feel more realistic, like everybody was asking for, including you, Frank. All
Mm-hmm.
the buildings did blow up like they were supposed to. There was clearly damage. It really looked like a war zone. Um, I also wanted to say about one particular map. I think it was the Empire map. I didn't realize that
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to be Brooklyn until actually after I turned it off. Because I was playing it and I was like, why does this look so familiar? I'm like, the overhead bridge and all this other stuff. I'm like, is this supposed to be like the Dumbo area? I was so confused. And I was just like, oh, that was Brooklyn. I actually didn't realize it until like way after the fact when I turned it off. And I was just
Mm-hmm.
like, that's why that looks so familiar. so, um, yeah, I had a fabulous time. In that same map, um, I played the rush mode, which I didn't realize was part of the old Battlefield games. Also, I did really like that mode. Um, I will say, with the count being reduced for that mode, I really didn't feel the difference. I mean, maybe because it's been so long since I played the last one. Um, but I honestly didn't feel any difference. It was still great. I really like the new mechanic where like if you're losing blood or if you got shot, that your teammate can like drag you down to cover to heal you. I really like that. That was cool. I actually saw that happen and I was like, oh, I didn't realize that was happening because I died a couple times obviously, and I saw someone else die and I saw that happen and I was like, okay, sure, cool. And I actually thought it was cool because I want to say maybe like last week or the week before when we first started talking about this, someone had written an article for Polygon and they were just like, oh, I'm not healing you if you die. Like that was like the general point of the article. And
Yeah,
they were just like,
people are stupid,
yeah, and
is
I
what
was
I'm
just like,
gathering when it comes to Battlefield. The thing about Battlefield, and I've always loved it, is like you get a squad, and if your squad is good and they
mhm,
stick together,
mhm,
you're gonna do really well. Excuse me, do really well in the game. Now, your squad, I love this because it's like 32 deep, and it's like 8 squads of 4. So your squad can be doing a wonderful job capturing objectives, doing what needs to be done. People are getting taken out, and it's just squad alphas just going through point D, point C, captured. We're good. But the rest of the squads could be doing absolute butt, and now you
mhm,
still lose. And it's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you know. So I mean, that's why I like Battlefield. Like I did good. I don't. We
mhm,
did fine. Our squad did what we had to do. We are all positive. Captures, numbers. It's all good. What happened to the team?
right. So me personally, I went in alone, so I didn't have my mic on or anything on purpose. I did that on purpose because I wanted to focus on the actual like how the game looked and how it felt. Outside of
Hmm.
like the necessary teamwork. Um, but yeah, like he was just like it was just funny about that article because I was reading it and I was just like, okay, well, I mean, it sounds like you just don't want to help. It was funny because I went down into the comments of the article and everybody was just like, wow, sounds like you need to level up, my guy.
Hmm.
so, so
You
it
should
was
just
just
not play this game because part of it is healing your down teammates.
yes, and to answer the initial question, I do feel like the beta does live up to the hype. It does feel like a classic Battlefield game. Um, I will say I decided to stick to the engineer class, and I'm glad I
Hmm.
did because oh well, actually before that, I love how it shows what everybody else picks before you decide. Like I love how they show, just to make the team like more well rounded because you can't have everybody being assault. You know what I mean? Have the assault
You
class.
can.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not
you
gonna be
can't. It's
you.
not gonna be
Depends on what y'all doing, but you
right.
can.
Yeah, you can, but it's just it might not fit like what you guys are trying to do. Um,
Right.
so I love that. I love that you can see that. Also, me being the engineer class, which I noticed nobody picked, at least as far as the teams I was running into. So I just decided to stick with that. And the gun for that class is so heavy. I was like, oh my god. I was like, this is
The
great.
engineer,
Yeah, the gun for me, the gun was really heavy. I was like, this is.
the SMG.
I don't think it was an SMG. It was a shotgun that I had.
Oh, how'd you get the shotgun for the?
I
Okay,
don't.
the engineer. Well, the engineer starting weapon is the SMG. The SMG is real light.
Maybe I switched and didn't notice, but I was like, when I went in, that gun was really heavy, and I was like, oh, I was like, this is
Yeah,
horrible,
about
but
right.
I was like, this is horrible but wonderful at the same time. so,
Yes.
so, um, so that was good. So because the gun was so heavy, I was obviously running a lot slower than everybody else, but it was fine because I was more interested in just looking around and seeing how like everything looked and all of that. So what I also liked is that after you do get killed, depending on what mode you're playing, I want to say, what was the name of that mode? It was similar to damn, I don't have my book. Oh wait, here it is. It's similar to domination in Call of Duty. Well, basically, it's domination from Call of Duty, but it's called something else. I think it's called Conquest. Um, but
Hmm.
anyway, the point is when you get killed and it's time for you to spawn back. Um, yeah, it's Conquest. When you when you get killed and it's time for you to spawn back, if your team has already secured like flag A, B, or C or whatever, you can choose to spawn there instead of like wherever your headquarters is. And I thought that was cool too, because it's like what if everybody's getting jumped at B, but you have to spawn back at headquarters and then bring your ass all the way over there. Meanwhile, you can just spawn straight there and then just jump right in. So I thought
Hmm.
that was cool. Um, what else? Oh, and I love the tank thing. Everybody just jumps on the tank, and in the excuse me, I think it was the all out warfare mode, and everybody just hopped on the two tanks, and it was like 20 versus 20, and it was just amazing. I just thought that was awesome too. Um, I will say that yeah, this game is definitely more strategic than the previous ones. I don't recall ever having to think about all of these options the last time I played Battlefield Online. But yeah, I
Right.
I think this is I think it's a real contender in a couple of weeks when it comes out. Um, you know, listen, Call of Duty might have to step their game up. So that's all I have to say. So that's
If
basically my review for Battlefield 6. It was great. It was awesome. Congratulations to the team for working hard on this. And yeah, I hope everybody steps their game up. That's it.
if COD comes out and drops the same bullshit they dropped last year, they're dead in the water. Don't even bother asking about it. The last time COD really put out a solid game, like legitimately, okay, this is dope, was Black Ops Cold War a couple games ago.
Right.
Then they jumped in that Modern Warfare remastered bullshit and they lost their way. Because
Mhm.
they were like, we could repackage Modern Warfare. You guys will just eat it up, and they did that, and y'all did that. And I'm not gonna say that I didn't own COD because I did, but I didn't eat it up like it's Modern Warfare. We gotta get the classic, and I was like, no, it's just COD. But the homies got it, so we all got it.
Mhm.
And then it was just ass. Like
Mhm.
Boots was there with us. Boots
Mhm.
was rocking with the squad, and the game was fun for a little bit. We all loved Cold War because it was they had outbreak mode, which was really well done. The zombies was a little different, but that's what made it cool.
Mhm.
And the combat was fine, and the skins weren't too. They were they were definitely skins because I remember Kevin Durant was one of them, but they weren't like they weren't like over the topish of the toppest skins like compared to now with the Beavis and Butthead skin, like what is the purpose of Beavis and Butthead being in COD? Like I don't. There's There's nothing that would make sense for that. Like I can excuse Kevin Durant
Yeah.
because that's just cross promotion with the NBA. We sponsor the NBA, so we
Yeah.
bought ad time, so we got a player to come in and do a skin.
Right.
Cool. Beavis and Butthead, the show's not even getting a resurgence. Like it would have made, I would have understood if you pulled in members from King of the Hill because King of the Hill just came back as a show.
Right.
The reason I say King of the Hill is because it's the same dude who made Beavis and Butthead. But like Beavis and Butthead don't make sense. Jay and Silent Bob makes a little bit of sense. Like there was a point where there was a special skin they used to do in April, around like April 20th. It was the pothead skin. It was only always one.
Right.
And it was only like random because you never knew what you were going to get. Like it was either a gun or a skin or like both. Sometimes they'd release two, but that was it. In the new one, they released the pothead skin like after the second week. And I'm just like, dog, that's not even, y'all are just reaching here. Like and it's just, it gets lazy because we know that it's all a cash grab and you want to be Fortnite, but like Fortnite has charisma.
Yeah.
Like I understand that everybody likes Fortnite and I totally get that. I do. But I play Fortnite from time to time because Fortnite is just fun. Like it's hard to explain because if you don't play it, you're not going to understand. But Fortnite has like a fun charisma with it. Like it's a stupid fun game. And you can rock out, but Call of Duty doesn't have that. And a lot of cheating too, and it makes it worse. So
yeah, Call of Duty is very specific too. Fortnite is kind of, it's like one of those games where you can choose to do certain things, but there's more things to do in Fortnite than Call of Duty.
The best way to describe Fortnite to me is if you were a kid and you grabbed all your action figures and you dumped them all out on the floor and you just started playing with them, no matter who it was. You pick up G.I. Joe and a Power Ranger, clash them together like a kid. Then you pick up a Ninja Turtle and a VR Trooper, and you clash them together when you was a kid. You know how you fought with the action figures. Like,
right. Exactly.
Then one would lose, and you rinse and repeat. That's what Fortnite is. That's all Fortnite is to me. That's why I don't mind it so much.
Okay. So next. So this kind of awkward. No, it's okay. This awkward leak, sort of leak, not really a leak, happened with the ROG Xbox Ally. So basically what happened was so the prices for it got leaked. And apparently it was going to be £599 for the standard model and £899 for the Xbox Ally X. Now, apparently the information was confirmed for the European markets, obviously in other regions, including ours, that the prices and the dates might vary slightly. It's also expected that Microsoft is going to showcase the device at Gamescom, where people will be able to try it out. So what made it so confusing was that
My God.
so what made it so confusing was that the Xbox president, Sarah Bond, she has stated that Hollow Knight Silk Song, which is the sequel to the original Hollow Knight, would be available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. So that's what she said. So that led to like the speculation that the game was the launch title for the handheld. Now, the Team Cherry, who made Hollow Knight, their marketing manager, Matthew Griffin, he later had to clarify on Discord that the game isn't tied to the handheld's release. So, but he did confirm that, if you're a fan of the game, you should expect the game before the holidays. So that's basically how it got, I guess, kind of sort of leaked in a way, because what happened was people thought Hollow Knight was going to be available with the Xbox Ally X, and because of that, that's how the prices got shown, and it turned into, chaos, basically. So the actual leak was that the devices were going to launch on October 16th, and the pre-orders are going to start basically after this weekend, on August 20th. So
I looked it up. The price based on the article. Also, that was euros. That symbol is for euros, not pounds.
Yeah.
I'm only correcting that because that means what I'm about to tell you is the numbers. So I don't know why this does this, but 599 euros,
Mhm.
converts to $700.89 American.
Mhm.
Now, I say that to say, if it was 599 pounds, then
Mhm.
it would be $811.42. Just
Mhm.
that's all I'm saying. So like it's like a $12 difference, but that matters because tariffs and shit are involved. If you're looking
Mhm.
for the new Xbox ROG Ally, it's going to cost you around $700 American.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, $112 difference. Sorry,
Yeah.
I messed up my own numbers, but yeah, it's going to cost you roughly $700 American, maybe because of that's what the pricing is looking like now. That's before we even factor in the tariff problem, and I don't want to get too far into it, but
Mhm.
y'all know what I mean. So that's
Mhm.
if you're looking for it, I personally am a person who would suggest it if you like to game in a comfortable position that is not like at your computer chair and
Mhm.
you just want to play like some not as intense games on a mobile platform. And I know that I say not as intense because I'm aware that some games are uh very graphic intensive and need the full power of the computer.
Mhm.
But the Rogue Ally, like me, I was looking at getting one of them because I want an emulator thingy, like to play like all the old
Yeah.
PlayStation 2,
Yeah.
PS1, Super. Like, oh, y'all know we
Mhm.
game and podcast. I was
Mhm.
gonna get an emulator joint, no Nintendo because that's bad.
Mhm.
Uh, but I was getting an emulator, so I was looking at Rogue Ally, but like I can't justify spending like $500 for it because I don't play enough regular PC gaming. However,
Mhm.
this could be like, oh, well, there's a bunch of Steam shit, like little indie games on Steam that I could rock out and play on there too. So I was like, ooh,
Mhm.
maybe. But $700 is a lot of money for a little pocket joint. So just keep that
Yes.
in mind.
Yeah. Also, just because that's the price over there doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the price over here. That's one. As far as like the price getting leaked, I mean, honestly, the way everybody's kind of hurt right now with like not finding like better jobs and everything else in this country, honestly, I don't think it really matters. I mean, it's like I'm assuming most gamers have at least this decent jobs, and I'm assuming most gamers work with computers. If not computers, then at least in some sort of computer science area. Um, and it's
Right.
like we generally usually have like good jobs, but at the same time, it's like everything is priced out to hell. So it's like at this, it's great that we can get this, but I don't think people are going to be itching to get it. Now, I could be wrong because the Nintendo Switch 2 freaking beat its own record. So I could be wrong. I could be entirely wrong. Um, but I do think that it may sell more than the Steam Deck because just for the simple fact that you can play Xbox games plus Steam games plus GOG games. So I don't think it's gonna necessarily lose profit, but I'm not holding my breath also if if it does so well. Um,
Right.
you know. Um, I think this is a horrible strategy. Microsoft, if you did leak this on purpose, this is trash. I don't think this is a good idea at all. Um, Also, whatever salespeople decided to leak that shit, that was also trash. I don't think this is a great idea at all because that's what happened with the I forgot. I think it was Borderlands or I don't remember what game it was. I think no,
Speaking
it was
of
Gears, right? It was Gears, right? I think.
which one? Talking
The
about for
shit
what?
that happened at E3, I think in like 2017 or 2018, where Walmart had leaked the price for it was either Gears or Borderlands. I don't remember what game it was.
It might. I think it might have been Gears for a special Xbox
Yes,
edition.
yes, and then
'Cause, yeah,
Walmart listed the price in their fucking sale paper, and then everybody found out that that game was coming out. Like nobody knew the game was coming out until Walmart had leaked the price for it plus the Xbox and everything else. So and I remember, and the reason I remember that specifically is because the two the two guys that created South Park, they went on stage and like roasted the shit out of Walmart during E3, and they were just like, "Great job, wonderful, thanks so much." Like you just told everybody that this game was coming out. Like great.
I do like when big corporations get fried though. It's always lovely.
Yeah, but that was petty, and I'm like, I don't think that was a good. I didn't think it was a good idea then, and I don't think it was a good idea now. I will say though, I'm glad that that Team Cherry had clarified that Hollow Knight is not going to be coming out with the ROG Xbox Ally. I don't know why the Xbox president said that, but they need to, they need to work that out.
Nah, I feel you. That's weird. They were probably just like excited about the handheld and just
Mhm.
was like, hey, you know, this is still dropping with that. We didn't. She also, if she said that, she never said it was exclusive. She just said it's dropping when this releases. Like that's, you know, I don't know.
Yeah,
People
well, she
interpret
said,
whatever they
yeah, well,
want.
she said available. She specifically said available at launch and in Game Pass when the Ally releases later this year. So,
If it's going to be available on Game Pass, then it's very clearly not an Ally exclusive title drop.
right.
So I don't know. People just interpret what they want. They don't listen.
Mhm.
They just face value immediately. Oh, it's going to be on the Ally only. I didn't hear anything else you said.
I don't think they're gonna have Ally. I don't think they're gonna have Ally inclusive. Excuse me, exclusive titles anyway. Because the whole point of that,
You can't do that
the whole point
because
of the
the Ally
handheld
is
was
a
to,
system that runs off of Xbox and
right,
PC. You can't make it exclusive if you just put it on Xbox. 'Cause
right.
now
Because the
all
whole
of
point of it,
Xbox has access to the game if they have Game Pass. But it's not
exactly,
exclusive. It's just Xbox exclusive.
exactly. The whole point of that console is to make Xbox games more portable. That's all.
Yeah. Which
Um.
is the reason why I might actually get it because
Mhm.
I've been leaning into getting thinking about picking up an Xbox at some point, like just
Mhm.
because there's some games that I have access to on there that I don't have access on my PlayStation, and I was contemplating it, but they're doing all this like other stuff, so I'm like, well, maybe if I wait long enough, they'll just let Game Pass games be active on PlayStation Plus.
Mhm.
That's where I'm at now. So,
Right.
but the ROG Ally Xbox Game Pass edition is pretty neat, and I would consider looking into that as a purchase, but it's expensive. So
Yeah. Exactly.
like $700 is a lot of money.
Yes, it
Like
is. That's a
I mean,
lot.
you're not selling me on something. It's not like I can upgrade it. It's a fixed device, right? Like it's
Right.
basically just like an extremely big Sega Nomad, right?
Yeah, and then also I found out a couple of weeks ago that Lenovo has their own version of that shit too.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said I found out just a couple of weeks ago. I found out that Lenovo has their own version of that shit too. Like they have their own like handheld device, like the Steam Deck.
Mm. Okay. Okay.
It's fairly new. If anybody wants to Google it, it just came out. I think maybe last year or the year before.
Mm.
They clearly didn't promote it because obviously people wouldn't know more about it. But yeah, they had their own version of it too, and I was just like, all right, well, nobody kind of knew about this, but it's cool.
It's called the Lenovo Legion Go.
Yeah.
Nobody knew about it because it's $1,000. Wait, I lied. Hold on. How much is this thing?
I didn't even look at the brand. I was just like, wow. Yeah, it's actually my coworker told me about it because we were at work and he was just like, "Oh yeah, Lenovo's having their own thing too," and I was like, "What?" So I googled it.
750.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? It's the same price.
But apparently, like, I just a quick browse at a Reddit thread when I was looking for the price.
Mhm.
It basically they're saying it has some hardware issues, and I'm like, all right, well that's probably why it didn't get taken off.
Yeah, but they didn't even. It's like they didn't even promote it a little bit. Like I only just found out about a 2-year-old handheld console. It was crazy. Um, but yeah, I mean, I like Lenovo laptops for like work and stuff, but I don't want to see a Lenovo hand, you know, handheld device in my house. I had enough of Lenovo at work. So, um, yeah, so that was pretty much like halfway of all the news we got. We'll be right back with the rest of the stuff. And we're back. All right. Frank, did you want to share your news?
Yeah, so uh, before the break, we were talking about some pretty upbeat things and some good stuff, but we got to take a little turn here into the news portion of the video game industry. So, for those of you who don't know, on Roblox, there has been a campaign that has been run by a user named Schlep. It was basically a predator hunter campaign, like to catch a predator, but for Roblox. And Schlep has successfully outed and gotten arrested 6 people who were trying to prey on children on the game. Thank you, Schlep, for doing the Lord's work. I appreciate it. I support the cause and the movement for that. Now, with that being said, CEO of Roblox, David Basuki, has decided to issue a legal cease and desist to Schlep because he doesn't think that Schlep should stop hunting the predators. And there's some quotes behind this. Like, so, the cease and desist order that came in from Roblox basically says, while seemingly well-intentioned, the vigilantes we've banned have taken actions that are both unacceptable and create an unsafe environment for users.
Yeah, okay.
Similar to actual predators, they often impersonated minors, actively approached other users, then tried to lead them to other platforms that have sexually explicit conversation.
Yeah, okay.
Roblox said, wait, hold on. Roblox said that while most chats between its more than 111 million daily active users are safe and civil, there are bad actors that attempt to evade its moderation system. Now, with all that being said, if you make a press release and a cease and desist, and the person you're telling to stop is actively hunting and successfully proved that there is at least more than one motherfucker on your...
No, go ahead. No, you're right. No, go ahead.
More than one goddamn... child predator on the servers, in any server, at any point, and you decide to not side with that person, you're automatically wrong.
Exactly. Man,
like,
free
I'm
slap,
not
man.
saying, it's just, okay, this is not a laughable topic. I'm sorry for having a laughable tone in the
Well, the CEO is a joke, so go ahead, laugh.
Yeah, like, Schlep is doing the Lord's work, legitimately finding these predators out here, trying to get them all shut down. He's got, like, but, like, so, like, because of that, people have put a petition out. There have been several petitions that popped up. This happened, I think, Wednesday or Thursday of last week. I found an article on The Independent. I was looking into it. But this happened, like, Wednesday or Thursday of last week. As of Thursday, Congressman ROG Xbox had popped up and said, hey, Roblox isn't doing enough to protect our kids, to inform parents, and to go after child predators. And they're basically siding with Schlep, and they feel that he's in the right. The CEO has been asked to step down. There have been petitions to have him step down, and everybody's just basically like, yo, Schlep didn't do anything wrong. Through all of this, Schlep got a cease and desist, and they shut down his accounts, or their accounts, I apologize, for some nonsense. And it's just like, what are you doing? Like, what is going on right now? Like, did y'all lose the entire plot of everything? Like, Boots, what's up, man? I don't know. Like, what is the deal? Like, I mean, why you decide to side with the child predators, CEO of Roblox? Why would you make that decision?
I think he's more from. So actually, you know what's funny about the whole gross businessman thing? I was actually having a conversation with Bay about this last night and I was just like, why are all businessmen such dickheads? Like, why can't they just fix the problem that's going on in their company? And in this particular case, it's like. It's not the fact that Schlep was catching these dudes. It's the fact that he probably wasn't aware and decided not to do anything, and he's embarrassed. That's probably what all this is coming from. I feel like he's punishing Schlep just from the embarrassment of having those type of people on his platform. So it's like, one, you're a loser because you decided that you just weren't gonna do anything. Like, you didn't have to give Schlep a medal, but you could have at least released a statement saying, hey, you know what? We're aware that this is going on in the company, or at least in the game, and we're going to actively do more to try to prevent children from being victims on this platform. I would have looked at him less crazy if he would have said something like that. But the fact that you decided to go out of your way and punish somebody who was actively trying to stop this shit is what makes me look at him crazy. And it's like,
what's even funnier is if the quote that they released about the bad actors and whatnot, if they had just said, we are working alongside Schlep to help find those bad actors, this whole thing would blow over. But y'all didn't do that. Y'all said that Schlep is the bad guy and banned his shit because he's actively hunting predators. Because I'm not going to say Roblox allows them on there because the platform is open. You can get on there. People are shit. That's how we had the same problem at the beginning of internet chat rooms because people are shit. So like, I'm not blaming Roblox for predators being on the platform. I am blaming them for not doing a better job of predators having, like, I mean, like, Schlepp is doing the Lord's work.
Mhm.
Roblox is like, well, we don't care. But you
Yeah.
should more be like, hey, Schlepp, we're gonna help you out. That's what they should be doing. Is essentially what I'm saying. Like,
Or something
that's
like
what they should be doing.
hire more moderators, like watch the chats more intensively. Like these are kids that play this game
Give Schlepp a job in your company to let him do that.
or
Give him the
something.
resources to be like, you know what? I'm gonna hire a team. We're gonna fucking do this, and this is all we're gonna do. And you know, I mean, that would be fine. That would be smart.
Hmm.
But no,
Also, um, what makes this even worse is that Schlepp himself was also a victim of this shit. So it's like you're just making
yeah,
it 10 times worse. You clearly was trying to help other kids from, not facing the same shit that he had to face, but you decided to show your ass with the cease and desist. And also shout out to that congressman that also launched an online petition against Roblox because you guys suck. Like, why would you do that? Like, what is wrong with you? I don't
yeah.
understand. Like, what is wrong with people? Like, people, if somebody pointed out a clear and disgusting problem that you can actively fix, or at least make it seem like you're making an attempt to fix it. Like, don't punish the people that are actually fixing the problem. You know what this is like? This is like the shit between Pokemon and fucking what you call it? What's that damn game that copied on Pokemon? I can't think of the name. Pal World. Pal
Yeah.
World literally gave everybody what they wanted from that people have been asking from the Pokemon company for years, and then all of a sudden they're getting sued. So it's like, come on, bro. Like y'all are just y'all are just ugly. Like what the fuck? Like just you're not listening to you're clearly not listening to your fans or the users that play your games. You're not listening to the people who actually were attacked, because I'm pretty sure that all those kids that were either attacked or something like that, that means some moderator was not doing their job. So if anybody should have got in trouble, it should have been the moderators who were looking at those fucking chats. Like, what were y'all doing?
Exactly.
That's my question. What the fuck were
Exactly.
y'all doing? And it's like,
Nothing.
it's like, come on, like take some accountability and just try to fix the problem. But don't punish the person for pointing out that that there was some shit wrong with you. That's like getting pissed off. That's like you go to a restaurant, somebody says there's a fucking mice in their soup, and then the restaurant decides to sue the fucking person that had a mouse in their soup. Like, my nigga, like clean your fucking restaurant.
Yeah.
Like what? Oh god, this type of shit irritates me.
Yeah. I mean, that was all I had. That's the one that I this week. I didn't really look for anything else.
Yeah, so okay, fuck Roblox, free schlep. I'm gonna put free schlep on Twitter.
Hashtag free schlep.
Hashtag boycott Roblox since they don't want to do anything. Okay, and I dare them to send me a goddamn cease and desist letter. I don't even play your fucking game, so let's start off with that. Okay.
Right. I can't desist some shit I ain't playing.
Okay. Yeah. So just free schlep. Just.
He also and Slep also has support from a lot of the some of the major creators as well. So his
That's good.
campaign is not small.
Yeah.
So it's very much a fact. People know about it right now. It's going to get bigger, and unless the CEO does something better. So hopefully we can just something like another CEO has some nonsense happen, like a Coldplay situation, something stupid, and he just has to lose his spot anyway. Like it, I just feel like it's coming. The fun part is about to happen, where he's gonna just disgracefully fall from his stupid position anyway.
Mhm.
So hopefully that'll happen sooner than later.
Yes.
But
Please, because that's
Team
just
Schlep, free Schlep.
free schlep, boycott Roblox, fuck that game.
Yeah.
All right. So next, um, I'm going to. All right. So last week I spoke about. Wait a minute. Sorry. Last week I spoke about the free games for Xbox for the month, and I think the week before that was the free games for the PS Plus games for the month. Yeah, for Sony. So this week I want to do PC, and I think I lost my place. Oh wait, here it is. Yeah. All right. Yes. So this week I want to do really quick just the announcements for the free PC games for the month or for the few weeks that they're available. So um so this week, if you have Epic Games or if you have the Epic Games launcher, this week, well, actually, really, it's a couple of days, is offering Hidden Folks a totally reliable delivery service for free until the 21st. I played Totally Reliable Delivery Service and it's really fun. It's like what's the other game? The fighting game. Not fighting game. It's like a. I keep saying fighting game like it's Tekken.
Is it Overcooked?
No,
No,
it's not like.
Tower Stone.
It's not like Overcooked. It's like damn, what is it? Gang Beasts? Yeah, it's like Gang Beasts. but you gotta.
Because they're rubbery, right? And you gotta like, throw the boxes.
Yeah, yeah. it's a really fun game. And then also so the week after, from the 21st to the 28th, the indie hit Strange Horticulture will be free. That game was given to me as a gift for my birthday last year, and I will tell you it's really fun. If you're into sort of like a, I want to say 2D RPG story management type of game, that has like quests in it and cool maps and stuff, I think you'll really like that game. So next for Amazon Prime Gaming, if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you can get a lot of free games every month. Actually, I have to remind myself to go back and check what's available because I just be finding shit. But for right now, Civilization 3, the complete edition, is free, and then also the 2014 reboot of Thief is also available.
Oh.
And later in the month, you can also claim games like Filthy Animals Heist Simulator and 10 Hearts. Yeah, so that's it for the PC games for the month.
You know what game needs to be re-released or remastered? And I know you don't really like the person, but 50 Cent's Blood on the Sand needs to come back in the game.
I didn't really got a problem with it.
The game was so much fun. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. I missed that era of gaming where anything could be made. What was the quote? Nothing is real, everything is permissible. That was the best time in gaming. And whatever it was, we'll do it. And it started back on Sega. Or maybe even Nintendo. We had the Yonoid pizza game, and then Sega did Echo the Dolphin, and then
it was just like a bunch of random stuff.
It's random. It didn't make sense. It didn't have to make sense. It's just, you got some money? Yeah. You got a game idea? Yeah. Is it a good one? I don't know. Fuck it. We'll make it anyway.
Yeah.
Let's do it. It was a fun time.
Yeah. That's like, that reminds me of the first game I ever played on the PS1. I think I showcased it in the Stoop one time. It's called Punky Skunk. If you Google it, it's a platformer about an anthropomorphic skunk who basically has to save the forest or the world. I'm not really sure what it is. But I played the fuck out of that game. That game was fun. It didn't have to make any sense. He had powers. He could do anything. It was like a sporty type of game because every level you had to do like a different
snowboard.
Yep. Every level was a different like kind of sport thing. Like snowboarding was in one level, skating was in another level, like paragliding was another level. Like it was just fun. It was just so much fun.
Here's something I literally just found out because I looked it up. There's a Super Nintendo prototype called Coolie Skunk.
Coolie Skunk?
Yeah. There was a Super Nintendo game called Cool Spot where I was the 7-Up mascot running around collecting 7-Up bottle caps.
And I like the Pepsi game. That's like that Pepsi game, right?
The Pepsi Man thing? No, it's completely different. Cool Spot was a platformer.
Oh, okay.
Like you were literally the Spot from the 7-Up logo, and you just had to run around and collect 7-Up stuff. It was like you had cans and bottle caps and like other 7-Up related things, but it was a platformer. You just you did what you had to do.
Yeah.
Pepsi Man. I didn't play the Pepsi Man game. There was a point where Burger King released like 4 games out of nowhere, and like one of them was actually really surprisingly good. I think it was the racing game was actually pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, I missed that anything goes era of gaming at the time, and it's not to say that the indie games now aren't innovative and they do something different. It's just like those of y'all who listen, y'all understand that era between Super Nintendo and PS. The end of PS2 was a wild time. It was fun.
Yeah,
there was a lot going on.
That actually also reminds me of that that secret. Well, it's not a secret, but it's like an extra. It's like a bonus game on I forgot what Mortal Kombat game it was, but there was like an extra game called Motor Combat, and it was basically Mario Kart but with the Mortal Kombat characters. And me and my friends used to play that all the time. Like we didn't even give a fuck about the actual plot to Mortal Kombat, but it was like a bonus game with the game, and you got to play like a racing game with the characters. So obviously, like if you were playing Scorpion, then obviously his attack, like, get over here, you would snatch the car in front of you so you can get in front of it. And like if you had Sub-Zero, it would freeze the other car so you could race past it. Like, it was like shit having to do with like the person and like their powers, and it was really fun. That was a really fun game.
That was a good one. We had Conker's Bad Fur Day. The one game that I need back in my life, y'all going back and remastering shit and whatever. Pull up Eidos Studios' old school platformer Gex the Gecko. Give me that back.
Oh my god, I remember that game. I think I had the demo. Yeah, I definitely had the demo to that game. That game was fun.
Bring
too.
Gex back. I think that was that Crystal Dynamics? I think it was, yeah. Crystal Dynamics, who got bought by, I think, Eidos? I don't know.
Tomb Raider. But it was, the character was so fun. The character, like the mascot himself, like Gex, he was just so fun.
Gex walked so that Geico could run.
Definitely. That's definitely the case. Alright, so next, Blizzard. They decided to get smart, and well, at least the story and franchise development team, they decided to vote to unionize.
Good for them.
Yes. So, this team is responsible for creating the cinematics, animation, trailers, and like narrative content for some of their games like Diablo and World of Warcraft. Now this is a big deal because they're unionizing because the workers, they're going to be represented by the Communications Workers of America, and what they want is what everybody wants, which is more stability and transparency in their jobs. Also, so they also had said fading job security and like a lot of recent layoffs across the industry was basically a reason to form their union and to protect their careers and ensure fair policies, which also is very fair. And this is a big deal because the story and franchise development team is the first in-house cinematic animation and narrative studio in North America to unionize. And this is also following a trend of unionization at other Microsoft-owned studios, including the World of Warcraft and Overwatch teams, as well as teams at Raven Software and ZeniMax. So this is going to continue to build like a precedent for worker protections in the industry.
Good.
Now, do I think this is going to lead to more unions forming at other major studios? I hope so. I really hope so. I hope this becomes a thing. I hope people keep demanding their respect. This shit is hard. It's really tough working on a small team and expecting to do a lot. I'm pretty sure anybody can relate to that, no matter what industry you work in, whether it's video games, music, whatever. It's a lot. It's really a lot. So I hope they get everything that they want. What about you, Frank? What do you think?
I love it. I think everybody should have a union. I think the IT world should have a union.
Absolutely.
But that's another discussion. There's a lot that goes into that. Like, I mean, it can be done. I think it's great. I think they should all the developers should have a union. I think there should be just a games industry developers union. Like, if you work on a story, or if you work on gameplay or whatever, you should all be in your own little union bubble. Like, this should not be the sweeping nonsense of mass layoffs over the last couple years is enough to be like, yo, stop. Like, people have to work, people have to live, people have to eat. Y'all want to grind this machine of capitalism. You think because you CEOs want to make so much more money on the turnover, you don't make money if nobody can buy shit. Like, it doesn't work that way. So, like, stop doing that and let's focus on, So yeah, I'm down for unions essentially.
Yep. So I hope this has a huge impact on the future of game development. I hope people either decide to stay indie, or the people that's already part of like those AAA companies. I hope you just continue to do your best. I hope you think about your health, not just your physical health, but your mental health. And I hope you really think about that and really decide what's best for you and your team as opposed to the company that you work for. And I hope this keeps spreading. I just hope it keeps spreading. And I hope everybody, just decides to take care of themselves, because like this is Like, I enjoy video games as much as the next person, but I'm also not 5 years old and I can wait for the game to come out. Okay.
Right. Just don't tell me about the game 5 years before it's supposed to come out. If you're gonna tell me about something that's due out, tell me about it within 6 months. Like I don't need to wait. I don't need to know about it too early. And I'm even talking to you, Rockstar. I don't need to know about your game 2 years in advance. Just tell me 6 months before it drops. One trailer, teaser, second trailer, real trailer, radio silence to release. That's all I need.
Well, to be fair, that the original trailer got leaked, so they didn't actually intend to say anything that early.
True, but I mean, still, I'm just saying. 6 months is the limit. Trailer leak, you didn't see nothing. Don't even worry about it. But yeah.
Next, or finally rather, so Capcom is going to be holding a 90-minute Capcom Presents panel at the New York Comic Con on October 10th.
New Mega Man or we riot. I don't care about nothing else they got to say.
So the presentation is supposed to be featuring updates on recent and upcoming releases. It's possible that the titles included are Resident Evil Requiem, Monster Hunter Wilds, and Street Fighter 6. There's also some speculation for some teasers for a new Devil May Cry and also a Mega Man game. And the only thing I have to say about Devil May Cry is Team Rabbit nigga. Okay? That's all I have to say. I hope the new game follows. I mean, unless, mind you, I bought the series. I still didn't get to it, but I bought the series after the show premiered on Netflix because I was such a fan of that show. The show is amazing. For those of you who don't know, I was aware of the Devil May Cry series. I never played it, so when the show came out, I just went in blind, and I was just amazed. I was like, this is amazing. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I was like, I'm buying every game that is out, and I have it. I just didn't get to it yet, but I promise I will. But if it's anything like what I've seen from the show, I'm sure that I will love their game. So there's also some speculation that Pragmata and also Onimusha, Way of the Sword, might be included during this presentation.
I'm pretty sure they showed us some Onimusha at the last gaming event that we had. I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I remember seeing something about it. I could probably look in one of our old archive chats, but I'm pretty sure I saw something about it. So there's a high chance that might be something we see at the Comic-Con panel.
Yes. Me personally, I was hoping that I could go to any Comic-Con this year because there's actually one. There's gonna be like a local one, like where I live, outside the city. So I was hoping, but I unfortunately might be too busy this fall to go to any Comic-Con. So I won't be there, but I wish everybody the best. As far as like speculation of a new game, to be honest, Frank, I feel like there's gonna be a new Devil May Cry over Mega Man. Just from the past works that have come out.
That's because Capcom hates Mega Man. You see,
I've heard
like
that
Mega Man has been chilling on the shelf for like several years, and I'm not saying that. I know that people have played and enjoyed the Mega Man Battle Network stuff that was like on Game Boy or whatever, but I want me 8 robots and 3 final boss stages in the old school Mega Man style. One of those boss stages is all 8 Maverick robots again. The other one is the mini boss, like the second boss, and then the final one is either Wily or Sigma. Granted, it could be Mega Man, it could be in the X series where we get Mega Man X9 after finally all these years. We get another one and we deal with the Sigma virus again and all that nonsense, and we get 8 robots and one of them is a vehicle level because that's how Mega Man does things for some reason. And we're good, but we're not going to get that. We can get Mega Man Legends 3, another highly anticipated RPG title that Capcom has just forgotten about by the wayside. And it could just be Mega Man doing his Mega Man things, collecting Mega Man parts to do Mega Man missions and level his Mega life up with Mega Man RPG. But no, we're not going to get that either because Capcom doesn't like Mega Man. We can get the classic Mega Man with the old Blue Bomber style that was like Mega Man 11. But we won't get that either. Or was it 11? 9.
That's
One
the
of
only
the, I
outfit I
forget, it was
know.
11.
That's the only outfit I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. We not gonna get that either. So I just want I want a Mega Man game. That's all I want. I don't want the BattleNet puzzle real time strategy shit though. I want like a Mega Man platformer. Like bring me the spike jumps that I have to like learn to get over and whatnot. Like bring those back.
Mhm.
Don't make it like Mega Man too hard. Don't go that far. But like the X series, bring it back, please, Capcom, please.
All right. So that's it for this week. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Nope.
All right. Well.
I beg you, bring back Capcom's Mega Man.
So shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Shout out that listens to this podcast. Thank you so much. Shout out to the few new Spotify followers that we got. I really appreciate you listening and hitting the follow button. It really means a lot. Shout out to all the Comic-Con events that's happening this fall. The greatest. Go ahead.
This podcast was made possible by listeners like you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, and you guys have a great day. Bye.
Later.